So let's talk RRSPs. I'll preface this by saying I'm not a financial planner or advisor, and I'm not trying to give you financial planning advice. I'm only going to talk about the benefits of using an RRSP for the purposes of down payment. So let's say that you have $10,000 to put towards down payment, and it's January. You could put that $10,000 into an RRSP before February 28th. When you filed your taxes for that year, so let's say March or April, you file your taxes, you are going to get up to around 35%, maybe even higher, depending on how much tax you pay, back at tax time from that $10,000. So when you put money into your RSP, you get a tax deduction back. So you put that money in before February 28th, you get, in the example I gave, $10,000 before February 28th, you get $3,000 back in, let's say, May. So in 3 months, you've turned your $10,000 for down payment into $13,000. So those $3,000 could go towards your closing costs, for example, which I'll cover in another video. You can withdraw actually up to $35,000 from your RRSP as a first-time home buyer, or if you've had a marital split and you're taking the money to purchase another home, or if you are buying a property for a child with a disability, a child or an adult, that is your child with a disability. But you can withdraw up to $35,000 without any penalties or costs. You must pay yourself back in 15 years. So in the example I gave before, if you put $10,000 into your RSP before February 28th, you have to pay $667 a year back to yourself into your RSP per year for the next 15 years until it's repaid. But you're repaying yourself effectively. If you don't pay that money back in a particular year, you pay tax on that as if it's taxable income. So it is a great way to take some savings that you have towards down payment and add to them. You could even go a step further. When you get that $3,000 back in taxes, you could put it back into your RSP. And then the next year at tax time, you'll get $1,000, around $1,000 back. The one thing to remember is that the money has to be in your RRSPs for 90 days for you to use it towards down payment. In other words, if you put that money at the end of February 28th, you can't buy a property closing on April 1st. It hasn't been in your RRSP long enough. But you could buy a property closing in June, for example, because at that point it would have been there longer than 90 days. So using your RRSPs can give you a little bump to your down payment savings. It's tax efficient. But I will remind you, please feel free to speak to a financial advisor or planner for any specifics regarding the rules of RRSPs. I'm only giving you a suggestion with regards to down payment, but I'm not a financial planner or advisor. So hopefully this helped. And if you've got any questions, please reach out. I'll put a little button here. You can book a call or an appointment with me to answer any questions you have about using RRSPs for down payment. All right. Have a great day. We'll speak soon.